And good evening. Welcome back to Law Call. And the phone lines have lit up. The emails have lit up. Let's go right to them right now. I think we got Katie on the line. Katie, you are up in Alabama, but you are calling on behalf of somebody in the state of Florida. Katie, could you please go ahead with your question?
Thank you, Mr. Perry. I was wondering if Florida has interest applied to late or back child support like it does in Alabama.
That's a great question, and I'm going to let Mr. Peacock take that because that actually is a Florida question on back child support. Go right ahead.
Yes, it is. Normally, there would be a hearing in front of the judge that's assigned to that case as a continued modification, and normally what would happen is whoever the parent is that is negligent in paying the arrearages, what would normally happen is the judge in that case would look at the current financial circumstances of the mother and the father, would make a decision about what under Florida statute the child support was supposed to be, and then of course the judge would look and say, well, for example, you're $8,000 behind because you failed to pay child support for the last year or whatever the figure might be. And just using that as an example, what the judge would do is, for example, find what the current child support is given the Florida statute rules on number of children and how much support is within that family constellation. And then the judge would say, well, I'm going to order you to pay $600 a month for those two children. And by the way, you're going to pay an extra $100 every month to catch up for that $8,000 arrearage that you owned. That is the process or sequence of how it usually happens. But you do need to have those parties file for a motion to amend or a motion to get back in court due to change in circumstances on the child support. You do need to hire a Florida lawyer if the action is in the state of Florida, and then you need to have those figures as far as the arrearage, as far as the current child support matters. All of that needs to be represented by attorneys on both parties so that everybody gets a fair shake when they get in front of the judge.
Great question. Thank you very much, Katie.